I'm a dog. I'm literally a dog.
No way.
I'm such a dog. I'm a dog, baby.
Little prototype jig. Y'all can't see that yet because it's prototype. Let me tell you about what this one happened. This one I was just kind of messing around. Get him up in here, Matt. Come on. Ooh, gosh. Oh! What's going on, y'all? Welcome back to the 200 Pond series. My goal with every single episode is to help you guys become better bass anglers with every single video. And I'm trying to do more and more of this in this series going forward, and that is include really cool guests who may or may not have fishing experience. That way, maybe they can catch their personal best and we can teach them and you guys something to become a better angler. So if you're all about that, hit that subscribe button. Now, like I said, we have a very special guest for today's episode. You may recognize him from super viral YouTube golf shots like this hole-in-one on a par 4.
Dude, what? I quit life. This is, look at this. Look at this. Look at this.
Here it goes.
No way.
That's it!
He's made hole-in-one on a par 4, baby. Or maybe a second hole-in-one on a par 4.
You usually go.
Keep going. Bad?
He's in the hole!
No, it's not!
No, it's not! Oh my God! Are you kidding me?
He has to be the only man in history to have 2 hole-in-ones on par 4s.
A man who probably for many of y'all needs no introduction. It is Matt Scharff from Good Golf.
Thanks, brother. Thanks for having me. I'm freaking pumped to be here.
So tell me your fishing experience. What do you got?
Fish pretty much my whole life. I actually had a pond in my backyard. That's where I caught my biggest bass. I think it was like 4.1 pounds or something. It was massive. I love fishing. I've done it a lot. Been to Canada a bunch of times, flying fishing trips with my dad and brother. Caught lots of walleye and northern and all that sort of stuff. So
man.
Yeah.
So you know what, for a first guest who's not a fisherman, he knows a lot. But 4.1 pounds, we're at a Texas private lake today. I think we can make the personal best break happen. And there is a challenge, of course, if you're fishing, there's gonna be a challenge of some kind and a punishment at the very end. So stay tuned to find out more about that. So enough talking, let's get down to fish.
Pond number 120.
All right, so do you throw baitcaster or spinning rod?
I could throw both.
Let's go. Yeah. Okay, so do you have a favorite lure?
We usually just jig at the bottom with whatever that little long, whatever, you know what that is. Yeah. Come on. We'll just find a little bank and we'll just kind of jig the bank a little bit, but yeah. I don't really.
A soft plastic worm.
There you go.
I got you.
Okay, so it's literally a soft plastic worm. I thought it was gonna be some weird name. Golf ball, of course.
Oh, does he have a golf ball?
There's a golf ball in the grass.
Oh, hold up. Top Flight XL?
Yeah, I could have.
Is that a good golf ball?
Terrible, worst ball ever, actually.
Well, hey, you know what? We got this. I feel like this is a good sign.
I feel like I could definitely tee it up and just launch one into his leg.
Can I like put a ball in your hand and like?
Feel might be difficult, but I bet I could still do it.
Okay, gotcha.
Because like that one, the dimples feel, it's gonna feel like a Top Flight.
I got it.
Also, like sound, I could probably do a lot of balls with sound. If you just took the logo off, I'd probably be able to go, I won't say 100%. I'd probably say like 97, 98%.
Dang.
Right? Get some confidence. Got to at least catch a fish. That's the goal today. Sometimes I can go out there and not catch anything.
Yeah.
And I think the goal is to at least catch one.
We're gonna catch one today.
Yeah, I think so. This place looks great.
All right, so for conditions, we've got full-blown spawn. At least it should be full moon in a few days. And this body of water has got, what are we looking? 1.5 foot visibility, maybe 2. Probably gonna be focusing kind of standard pond fishing on that drop right there. Probably 10, 15 feet off the bank. And I'm gonna start with old Pinky. And Matt's got a green pumpkin one over on his Mach Smash, but he's gonna start with the Wacky worm because that's kind of one that he's used to fishing. And honestly, if you're gonna take somebody out fishing, like I kind of think like today is, it almost feels like you're my brother-in-law and like he's into golf. And I don't know much about golf, but I'm gonna teach him, he's now part of the family, teach him how to fish. And so giving him a Wacky worm, I feel like is probably the best way to do that.
Always the best, that's the best.
All right, let's start fishing.
Perfect. And you see if we get first cast luck. I doubt it, but you never know.
You really don't. All right, let's see what we got here.
Oh, I'm a dog. I'm literally a dog.
No way.
I'm such a dog. I'm a dog, baby. And just like that, hopefully you guys enjoy. This has been a great time on the channel. I'm quite literally the best angler that has ever existed. I felt him sucking on my Wacky from the start. This guy wanted it from the beginning. And that's what you get. That's a nice little piece, I'll be honest.
That's a nice little what?
Nice little piece.
A piece?
Beautiful. That was light work, by the way.
This is amazing. Okay.
All right, that was a good hour and a half drive. You guys have a great night.
1-0. And I just can't believe he caught one on the first cast. Good. You're a good fisherman, I guess.
I'm not terrible, I guess.
He has to let you know 3 times today.
Yeah,
I'm a good fisherman. I was about to start giving him tips, like I'll make sure you lifted enough off the bottom. Forget that, oh my goodness.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Wowzers.
Remember, it does still count if I catch that same fish 20 times. That still counts.
It still counts. Okay, so now that I'm down, I'm gonna talk about what the punishment is. Punishment actually applies to both of us. So, the number of fish you catch is the number of balls you get to hit at the back of the other person who has to stand there stationary.
Oh, I got one, baby. That's great. Even if I only get one, I'm gonna make it count.
It's almost like we're playing
the ping pong balls where you try and hit
you
the other person.
you lift up
your shirt. Yeah.
Foam golf balls, and a golf YouTuber. So I feel like I need to give him no more tips today. Water temperature guess today, I'm gonna guess it's 68. Oh, whoa.
It's gotta be way colder.
73.
Oh, you think it's warm?
I think it's warm. So again, y'all, they should be full-blown spawn. Maybe the one he caught was on a bed just off the bank. But we'll never know till we see him. Hey man, nice spot you got over here.
Yeah, it's a really nice spot.
Just nothing like fishing with your buddies
Nothing
over
like
here.
fishing, man.
You know.
I'm just gonna kind of go this way, actually.
I gave him a wacky worm with a tiny little Nico weight at the end. Not that you necessarily need it. There's not a whole lot of wind today. So as long as he lets it get close to the bottom, even without a weight, I think he'll be fine. He'll be good to go. But it's probably the best way to catch him. I'm gonna fish vibrating jig for a few casts on each new spot I get to, but with how cold it's been, if fish were up spawning, they're gonna stay up. But we've had like nights in the 40s the last few nights, and so I don't think we're gonna see any new fish that have moved up. So if you've got a pond and fish are on beds, crazy cold front, expect a few of them to not act the same, but I really think we're gonna have to go low and slow, especially by looking at the sky conditions. This doesn't feel like a moving bait kind of day. It feels like a slow bait, dragging sort of day. Okay, I'm not really interested in much of this bank. I'm gonna go down to the end to, oh my goodness, the lure fell for 1.5 feet. So that's the depth we're dealing with out in the middle. I wonder if they're in the culvert. Bad cast. Oh gosh, whoa. About a 2-pounder just chased this thing up at the bank. That was crazy.
2, baby.
Oh my goodness.
That's it.
Son of a gun.
That's what we do. That's what we do around here.
He's got 2 to my 1. Vibrating jig is not going to be the ticket, both weather-wise and to catch up to him.
Look at that little beauty, huh? It's massive.
I don't want to get pelted by a pro YouTube golfer that many times.
There's something I can help you with there, buddy boy?
I mean, I'm just trying to find a better spot.
Go keep fishing your little tunnel, right? Go see if you can catch the Goliath out of there.
Yeah, so y'all, this here in the industry we call the bent rod pattern.
Oh, because my rod's always bent because I'm always catching something,
Yeah,
you mean?
yeah.
So you must have the straight, the no fish catcher? What is it?
Yeah, that's what I'm on. If you catch 3 to my 0, this may be Matt's reel fishing, and we're gonna have him give the tips.
The tip is get a wacky rig and just fish till you catch a fish. I ain't got no plan, guys. I ain't got no special tricks. I'm usually the worst fisher out of the group, too. All the other guys are really good.
Are they really?
Yeah, they're pretty good.
Now, even though Matt's up 2-0 on me, I still have my pride. I'm not gonna throw a wacky worm yet.
You still have that for now, don't you?
Yeah.
Go over here and catch the next fish so you can come over here and steal my spot again.
Okay. I just really want to be able to cover water a little bit. So I feel like if I slow reel this homing minnow, little pre-rigged swim bait, should be able to connect on something. But this weather is just like, this is not even swim bait weather. This is just drag something. Well, the bite seems to have really died, eh?
For you. I feel great about my day.
All right, I'm gonna put a small jig on my bait caster. Open up the Evolution tackle bag here. As y'all know, the entire series is brought to you by Evolution. So if you want to use code TRF2025 for this year, it'll probably be TRF 2026 next year. You're gonna save 20% on your entire order. This is the largemouth 3.0. We've got the largemouth sling bag, and I actually helped design this thing. So if I haven't caught a big one, I'm gonna open up the glide bait section here. That's where I keep my glide baits in a little PVC section, but big fan of this bag. All right, little prototype jig. Y'all can't see that yet because it's prototype. I'm gonna get to Matt's honey hole before he even can. The edge of this dock here, which as y'all can see here, is not exactly in the best condition. They had a windstorm here recently that I guess maybe the dock was too high and it blew it over, but that just means there's some new structure to fish. Can I
Yeah, get after it.
Oh, how'd your husband die? Well, he was crossing the bridge.
He was walking across a rickety old bridge. You'd think there would be some nibbles around here, I'm gonna be honest.
Oh, I know. I feel the same way. Have your nibbles come in the same depth zone?
I don't know, that second one I think he was kind of nibbling it the entire time.
Okay.
But the first one came from the depths. But this one, now this one's interesting because let me tell you about what this one happened. This one I was just kind of messing around, and I was just messing around. But here's the thing, that one I did a little bit higher on, like closer to the top water fishing.
Okay.
Right. So like I let the Wacky rig, but then I let it jig up closer to the top.
Yeah, yeah. All right, we are full blown bent rod pattern at this point. The Wacky worm is obviously catching more fish, as I kind of expected it would. So swim bait's going away, Wacky worm's going on, because I cannot afford to let him swing that many times.
Hey T, I'm gonna take a little break, a little nap or something. You got a sandwich or something I can have?
Not for you, not for you.
Take a little second. I need a little break here. I've been working hard here.
Y'all probably think I like tried to make him win this thing. I'm not.
Once you put a Wacky on, you'll probably catch it.
I'm going. You may have the, oh no, I have one. I have one Wacky hook.
Hey, that took me 5 minutes. Just want to make sure you know all the details for editing and
yeah,
camera purposes.
Exactly. So Matt doesn't know it, but the Wacky setup he's using is probably one of the most dialed ones out there. Not only does he have a signature series rod, my favorite, custom light shallow spool spinning reel, and Seaguar braid to fluorocarbon. He's also got the best Wacky hook. This here is the VMC size 1 weedless Wacky hook. And it's in the red line series, which means it has the coating on it. That just makes, I mean, you hardly even need a hook set, especially with this one. You just reel, lean into them, and as long as you keep pressure up, as Matt's been doing, you're gonna catch you some dang fish. So if you've got a pond and you're in the springtime and you're wondering what to throw, Bass Forecast will probably tell you Wacky rig, but hear me say it. Throw a Wacky rig.
I confirm, throw a Wacky, guys.
And the good thing about the Mach stick is that it's a little bit smaller, so it gets more bites, and it has a center of mass dot. Because rigging it right in the center of Wacky worms is not always the place to actually get it to fall straight. The center of mass is, so we gave you a dot where that's at. All right, Matthew. Whoa!
Take it easy, T.
You got me nervous. You got me sweating over here.
That's fine.
All I can hope is that the wind mill starts to mill a little bit more, and that'll make my reaction bait bite a little better. And it looks like we've got some cattails that are not alive yet, but I feel like fish would be spawning around this next little 20-yard stretch. Always in the spring, fish little isolated targets like you see there. On the drone shot, you can see there's nothing on this bank besides those few little pieces of grass. Wow, I'm surprised I didn't catch one here yet. You know what the best kind of prize is?
A surprise.
A surprise, yeah. What's your go-to dad joke?
Oh my gosh. I feel like they just flow out of me naturally. I don't really like have any like in the chute. Oh,
there we go.
No.
There we go. Got it. Luckily, we're gonna get one swing at Matt's back. Not a large one, but you know what? Today, size does not matter because numbers are what we're after. And that fish came, y'all, right on the drop that I always talk about. That I'm sure if I had a crankbait, cast it out there, I'd have nothing. And as soon as I got to 20 feet off the bank, I'd feel it go brrr. And that's just the standard drop that most ponds have. Not every pond, not quarry ponds, not super flat ones that kind of slope the same direction all the way out. Like where I started over there by the culvert, there was no drop there. The whole thing just kind of was like one little bowl of 2 foot deep. But out here on the main section of the pond, we've got a standard probably 2 to 4 foot drop right out here. Oh no, I had one. I'm gonna go get my jig. I feel like this
come here,
area
baby
has
girl.
a bigger one lurking. No way. Oh, that's a nice one. That's a nice one. Get him up in here, Matt. Come on.
That's huge.
Nice.
Right by that little cactus, little weed, little dill pickle out there. Dang, this got to be the biggest one we had today.
It is.
That's a nice little piece on him, man.
You know,
Come on.
I'm happy for you.
No, you're not.
Beautiful little guy, dude. All right, honey. Have fun. Don't go that way. Now I'm gonna cast right back to where I was.
Good idea. We just do need to get Matt on a personal best. Even if he gets 20 swings at me, I want him to catch a 4.2 pounder. That's the whole goal today. Oh, you got nut. You've got one. Oh my, you gotta be joking me.
That is a different fish. Ah, man, I tell you, T.
You don't have to tell me, I'm watching.
I did tell you where to go. To be fair, I am helping out the opposing team for some reason.
You gave him some time with that.
I wanted to make sure he got it, but now I feel bad because I can't get this dang thing out. Perfect. Now he's dead.
All right, he's not dead, he's alive.
Gosh, we kill fish out here.
Here on TRF, we do not kill the fish. I just have more confidence in a jig. I'm gonna go get the jig.
2 for 4 on my cast. Oh yeah, nice snag on him. Sorry, T.
You gotta be joking me.
Dang, look how he's kind of a longer guy. He's got like a long torso. Looks like he can play basketball low key. Ah, dang, his teeth are kind of sharp. Another nice piece, guys.
I mean, I know y'all come to watch me catch fish, Well, let's just enjoy some greatness going on right here, all right? It's 6-1?
I'm gonna be completely honest, I didn't know I was gonna be catching this many fish. I probably should have brought a towel so I could wipe my hands off.
Oh, there's the city golf boy, needs a towel for his hands.
Hey, at least I wore jeans, all right? You know what I'm saying?
Come on, Tyler, catch a dang bass. Welcome back, y'all, to Tyler's.
No way.
Really?
No way. That's not right.
Is that bigger? No, it's not. Okay.
These guys are like taking off on like the third little pump. They like, I know you wouldn't know what that's like, but when they do it, T, when they take off, T, it's like a big old.
Well, you got 7 fish on one Mach stick. That's pretty good. Pretty good average there.
That is indeed a different fish. The other one was much longer than that.
Hey, give me some of that.
Hey.
Some of that turkey.
Go back to your fam. Tell them what you've done.
7. Holy cow.
Did you bring enough foam balls, do you think?
Oh, we're gonna reuse some, I guess.
Guess so. Where did my little Wacky go? Did that guy?
I'll get you a new one.
But do I want a new one? That's usually my problem when I'm out fishing is setting.
Okay.
I usually have a really big problem setting the hook.
Well, not today, brother.
Today is a much different story.
You're a good setter. All right, I put a nail weight on now, so I'm not only am I throwing the same kind of lure, I'm throwing the exact same lure as Mr. Matthew, because I can't be having this happening. Uh-oh, y'all, this is actually a good sign here. There is some milfoil, and that's like green, really healthy milfoil.
Yeah, that looks good.
Yeah, it looks really good. So obviously, y'all, we're not just fishing kind of flat banks. There is stuff out there.
I just called that seaweed, but sure.
I think you're working it way slower than I am.
Oh yeah, I'm a slow guy.
He has
brother.
unintentional patience out here.
That's the thing. My dad instilled that into me at a young age, man. He said, if you're gonna catch fish, you gotta know how to take your time. He said, if you wanna catch the big one, you gotta reel slow.
There we go. There we go. Get in here. Get in. Yes. Yes. Come on. 7-2. Thank you, buddy. Please tell your friends about my worm and my crankbait. I need to put another one on. I've got to have more of them. I've got ochos. That'll have to do. I only have one more of the exact worm we've been throwing, so.
And you're using it.
Yes.
That's crazy. That's fine. You can have it. Honestly,
Well, we got similar worms. I like the little bit of ripple we have on the water now, and for some reason I just can't vibe with this thing today. Something in my mind says don't throw it, even though that's what he's doing. I think it was actually seeing that milfoil that got my mind going to thinking about the hybrid hunter. I'm doing it, folks. Hybrid hunter. Just because I'm not seeing a whole lot of fish on the beds, and so I feel like I want to cover a little bit of water. I mean, I'm going to kind of separate myself distance-wise from Matt, so I'm not cooking all his spots going forwards. Ooh, or do I go square bill? Yeah, I'm gonna go square bill. I feel like a bluegill colored 1.5 is gonna be the juice. This plan could 1000% backfire on me and get me farther behind, but I gotta try something different. I'll tell you what, this did not feel right when I was on the other side of the bridge and it was calm, but now it does. Well, and of course, now that I get over here, the wind has stopped. There we go, there we go. There we go, hey-oh, 7-3.
Boo.
Parallel the bank. If you just take a crankbait, find the depth zone you can parallel, you're gonna catch some fish most times of the year. My confidence level is rising. And so are my chances of making contact at least once on a swing.
I don't think he's really understanding that if I connect with one, he is gonna be seriously injured. That's the difference between me and anglers. Anglers are good at like kind of going. Like he's literally all the way over there and he's fished that entire bank so far.
There we go, there we go. Get in here, that's the nicest one of the day. That's the nicest one of the day. Ha! There we go, 7-4. Still not a giant. Oh my gosh, barely hooked. Barely hooked. I told you, y'all, just gotta cover water. I was going too dang slow for my liking. And when you're paralleling an area like this, I don't wanna keep my rod tip here because the bait's gonna be dragging into all of this shoreline grass. So I'm actually gonna keep my rod tip further out like this, which is kind of uncomfortable for a hook set, but I'd rather get the bite and have to struggle with setting the hook a few times to get the hook in them than miss the bite entirely or just have my lure snagged by stuff the whole time. You can actually use your rod tip, both your direction and your angle up and down, to kind of what I call worm reaction baits around. So you're not really fishing a worm, but you're fishing it like you would a worm, where I go straight and then over on a log I lift it up or kind of take it left and right. Worming your reaction baits is all part of junk fishing, where you're taking every lure and you're fishing it different ways and you're just trying to figure out, hey, what's the best way I can present this lure at this spot to catch a bass. Like right now I see this log in front of me. I'm gonna first make one cast towards the base of it and actually slowly reel till I'm past the log and then speed it up. Since it's shallow, I can afford, and close to the bank, I can afford to make one cast over the super shallow section and kind of burn it. Oh, and I got stuck, but it's okay because I'm right next to it. Oh, actually it's a little deeper than I thought. I'm gonna have to send the rod down.
He just chucked his whole pole in the water.
Dang it. That is deeper than I thought. I'm stuck.
Good job. Proud of you. Look at his pole, dude. He looks like a fool out there.
I don't know if the rod trick's gonna work on this one.
Looks like he's playing with those like puppets that he controls.
Got it, got it.
When does he want me to use this bait caster?
Probably don't even have to.
Can you catch bass with this thing? Where do you normally toss it? Like, all right, well, I'll try this Wacky out here and then I'll try this sucker. Thanks, Taylor.
Hey, Taylor, no giving him tips.
Appreciate Taylor. What a guy. Oh, great cast, Matt. What are you doing? Dang, that was insane. That one was nuts. Great, there's all the fish. They're gone. Those pliers are actually from 1421, the Civil War times. Is that like some sort of strategy I don't know about, like moving that much? Yeah, that's the difference right there between me and professionals.
But I cannot believe with all these sticks on the dam that I haven't caught more fish. I've gotten more snags than fish. There's one. Oh my gosh, there was one. Come on, brother. So if we're going by bites today, I'm tied, but not landed fish. Well, crankbait got me caught up a little bit, but I think I need to go back to slow stuff on the bottom. Let's get back to Matt Cam.
Oh gosh, first time with the old bait caster. This is either gonna be wonderful or suck.
Oh, perfect. Look at that.
Love bait casters, freaking love them. If I am gonna catch a big one, it's gonna be with this. Get off. Love them weeds. We'll go work them weeds. I need to get a couple more. What are you up to, 4?
Quattro, quattro.
Gosh, every time you walk over here, you just ruin my nibbles.
I got that effect on people.
See, that's what happens when you leave right here. That's what happens when you leave. Good old boy. It's probably the exact fish that he caught, but I don't care. He took my Wacky. No, dude. No, dude. I'm like, oh, no. That was it. He didn't swallow it. Is that it? Nope, that's poop. He swam that way, so if I cast back, I'm just kidding. He took my freaking Wacky.
Oh, no.
Oh my gosh, that's actually so heartbreaking. Like, I generally wouldn't care if the fish was 5 pounds, right? Take my Wacky and sing a song, but you take it when you're half a pound.
Yeah, I agree, man. You know, I'm done helping you. You can rig it
You're
yourself.
such a turd. I knew that was coming. All right, that's fine. Dang, I caught that guy with a little weed on it. Now that's how you know you're a professional angler. See, T would have to take it off and get this weed off and be like, hey, the weed messed my catch. Not me, though.
I really think the jig is going to be my secret weapon going down the woody, grassy stretch here. Or maybe today is just not my day. That's also possible. Hey, guys, welcome back to Bad Bad. Got him. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. 8 to 5. I felt him swimming with it. Gave him some time. Prototype jig. Got him good. Thank you, my friend. Mwah. We'll see you later. How do you like them apples, huh?
Yeah, that sucked.
How do you like them apples? Back-to-back cast, baby. Yes. 8 to 6. Matt Scharff, he stands no chance. I'm liking this. A little bit harder bottom than we had on that side over here. I mean, makes sense, we're by the dam. And I bet you those two were males that I just caught off of the edge of the cattails there. There's one, there's one. Ooh, ooh. Oh, get in here, baby. Get in here. That's a nice one. That's a nice one. Yes, sir. Okay, I am now good.
I hate that for you.
What a long, skinny boy. That's a Fishing Chaos tournament fish right there. Yes! I can hit him once now.
I think you need 10.
You're probably not wrong.
I think you're gonna find it's gonna be very difficult.
Well, fishing is not a sport, you know. Yeah.
It's really not. Neither is golf, so we're perfect.
Wait, how is golf not a sport?
Well, to me it is, but it's the same thing.
I
Like
got
where
it.
people say fishing's not a sport, people are like golf's not a sport.
I gotcha. Okay.
They say game.
Oh, it's a game. Okay.
They say sport's a game. Or sport's a game. What did I just say? And it just goes back to the age-old question of what is a sport. And everybody has it. Like I asked 10 different people, they all have different answers.
Well, you heard it here first. Game is a sport. Matt Scharff. I'm sensing a big ol' piece coming your way.
This is where they would be.
There's one. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
What?
Yes. 8 to 7. 8 to 7. Go ask him how he feels about that.
Go ask him how he feels about that. You're a joke. Still in the lead, but I've not caught anything in a little bit. The deficit is shrinking. I've lost both my Wackies to fish. I mean, what do you want me to do? And now I lost one on a tree. And now I'm gonna jump off the tree. Oh, wow, look at that. That's professional angler stuff right there.
That was actually pretty lucky there. Or skilled, sorry, skilled.
Thank you.
Well, hey, 3 more, and I've got enough to maybe hit him in the back once. Because my aim is so bad, I'm just gonna swing hard. That's what they say, right? To get the fairway hard and fast?
Definitely not.
I'll tell you what though, watching your own golf swing on video is humbling because like I feel like I'm swinging pretty good and then I look at it and I say, wow.
Yeah.
What a doofus.
I say the same thing.
No, your swing is beautiful. We gotta help out Matt and give him a better worm. Watermelon red, best color. That'll be a test question later. A Neko rig.
Neko rig, mate. Hello, mate.
That was meant to be Japanese, not Australian.
That was not even close to Japanese. It was terrible. He said Neko. They don't speak like that.
No, I said the Neko.
The Neko. Yeah, you're still not even close, my bud.
All right, well maybe the Neko rig is now Australian. That's a proper Neko rig.
All right, perfect. All right, let's go snag something. Anything.
Our bite has slowed considerably. Again, probably because we're fishing not a high percentage springtime area.
Why'd the golfer wear an extra pair of pants?
Casey catches one.
Okay, if you missed that, brother,
Didn't hear.
I'm gonna be honest. If you missed that, that was in my eye socket.
Oh, it probably was. To finish his joke, in case he gets a hole in one, right?
I like that
there
one.
you go.
That one's a good one. That's the biggest fish we caught,
That's
probably.
the biggest fish of the day so far.
That's a bohemian.
Two and a half pounder. Again, long and skinny, which for this time of the year is not usual. But that dude is Thai game.
That is so dumb and stupid. You just caught the same.
Come on. No, it's smaller. Yes, yes! I get more swings. The jig yaw has come from behind. Yes. Come on.
Well, what are you throwing? Yeah, you're jigging, right?
I'm jigging. I'm throwing a little crawdaddy. So as a golfer, what is your favorite golf course you ever played at? It could be the best one, could be a nostalgic one. What's the best golf course?
Pebble Beach was such a nostalgic course for me to play. The St. Andrews old course, another one. Obviously all my hole-in-one ones, but anytime we go to Paynes Valley, not only one of the most fun golf courses I get to play, but one of the most fun trips I get to do, because that's where we get to bring our fishing poles and go fishing, and we get to drive to that one usually, so it's a little bit more of a road trip with the boys.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
So like that whole entire, not only golf course, but trip is just, it's so fun in general.
Come on, fish. We need one more.
I might try my little spot one more time, see if I can snag something.
Okay. I'll follow you there.
If you win, so be it. You probably need the extra balls anyway, you know what I'm saying?
Here we go. Yes, sir. Come on with it, brother. He's not happy about this, but I am. Because that makes it, is that 10-8? Let's go, baby. Come on.
Guess you can go ahead and set the punishment up. I think you'll maybe connect once, and I said I'll maybe get 3.
Okay, okay.
Unfortunately, I hate to say that I predicted it.
What did you predict?
That you were gonna catch 10 fish and I was gonna get 8.
Oh, he's good at his job.
And I also said that you're gonna need 10 to at least hit me once, so I wonder if that prediction's gonna be right.
Yeah. I'll just stand close and get putter. That way I can't miss. Let's swing some clubs.
To be fair, he did not tell me we were doing this, so it wasn't actually Matt Scharff approved, but it is Matt Scharff approved because this is the best punishment we could ever do. We've got a driver, a tee, and foam golf balls. Okay, they're not real. That would be horrible. So they're still gonna hurt a little bit.
Yeah.
And you have 10 shots and I have 8 shots. This is gonna be a lot of fun. You're gonna start us off here.
Thank you, buddy.
No problem, good luck. If he hits me on the first one.
First golf swing in a while. Oh no.
Oh no. I might be able to turn around in the middle of this. Perfect.
Oh my gosh, no.
I probably could turn around. I'm gonna be completely honest. All right, you got 8 left.
Oh my
Oh,
goodness.
that one whizzed by the old noggin.
I can't believe how bad I am at this.
This is great for me.
No, I missed it.
That was a whip, and that was a deep one. And that's another one, strike 2 and he's out. That should count.
Oh my gosh, Tyler. Oh. This is so bad.
Oh, I can't wait to go.
I consider myself like a kind of athlete. This is like embarrassing.
Oh, that one sounded great.
Oh my gosh.
Did you hit it?
Yes, I hit it.
Oh, that sinks, that's so funny.
Come on, Tyler. Oh my gosh. Wow.
You
8.
think I could turn around? I could probably turn around. All right, here we go, this might help.
Oh no. This is the one that I'm gonna connect on.
Yep. Oh gosh, it was coming right at me, baby. Woo, we'll turn back around. That was terrifying.
This is so embarrassing. Oh my gosh. No!
All right.
That was not good. I hit him with 0.
Oh, I topped it, you got lucky.
That is scary.
Oh my gosh. Ooh. Oh, that was the low beamer that I liked though. Oh, it went through your legs. It just went through his legs. That was a beam.
Woo!
He doesn't even know what he just avoided.
Was that 4?
think that was 4. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
1, 2, 3, 4.
I need to hold my goods a little higher. Oh,
You gotta be kidding me! Oh my gosh, you're avoiding it by a centimeter. Oh! I just need one of these to connect.
y'all, this is harder than it looks actually. Oh,
Oh my gosh,
that was
bro.
a missile.
Was that 7?
That's 7.
No!
And he calls himself a golfer.
Oh, it felt so good!
Oh, right in the calf.
That was so loud. It took us 18 to get 1.
I'm so glad that we have no more tries. Taylor, I don't know if on the color grade if you can see this.
Dude, it's
but
already starting. You
There's
can
a
see
there's a red welt right there.
right there. That was pretty big.
Dude, like I'm playing paintball out here.
That was fun.
I feel blessed today that I did not get hit more.
One between the legs. We got to get that somehow in slow-mo. It was the most
we got it in
insane
slow-mo.
shot ever.
Well, let's shift gears and talk about the Lord.
Perfect. Yeah.
So as you all know, in these collaborations, one of the things that I like to do is ask maybe kind of deeper life questions to the guests that I have with me, whether they are a YouTuber or a social media celebrity or even just like a musician or athlete, that kind of thing. And so I want to kind of ask you some questions. One, what's the YouTube journey been like for you as an individual, but also as a group, as good together? Like, what's that felt like?
Yeah. As an individual, it's been great. I've loved it. Obviously, if you guys follow my journey and know my journey, I obviously dropped out of college to do this, to pursue YouTube, which is a big step. You know, obviously college, you're going to be more secure and you're going to be able to more than likely find a job. Yeah. And so I kind of gave up that security of having a job already and going to college to try and pursue this YouTube thing, which in the beginning didn't really work out for me individually. You know, I wasn't really making any money.
Yeah.
It was tough for me to kind of like see a future with this because I really didn't know anything about YouTube and the fact that you could make money. We made our own group with GM, and then we tried to make our own bigger group with Bro5, and that, you know, that failed.
Yeah,
Taught me a lot of lessons in between on individual and group stuff, and then eventually we, you know, created Good, and now it's literally, it's the best job in the world.
That's so cool. Man, just getting to travel. I mean, it's funny, all the time I'll be at a golf course on a Tuesday fishing a pond, and I'm like, what are these guys golfing on a Tuesday for? And I think they probably think the same thing of me.
Yeah, what are you fishing on a freaking lake out here what are you doing?
On a Tuesday for? But it's cool that we both get to do what we love for a
Yeah.
job, which is fantastic.
Absolutely.
But one thing that I didn't see about your content and your public journey, that is for years, I'm not saying it wasn't there, but was the aspect of faith in your life. And so kind of talk about maybe where that's come from and now what it's like to be in. I mean, the world of sports is not an easy world to be open about faith in
Very
Christ.
true.
And so kind of talk about your journey there and what it's meant to be a YouTuber who's also a Christian.
My parents were phenomenal. They kind of rooted that faith and that Christianity in me at a very young age. Did your typical go to church on Sunday, youth group on Wednesday, went to some other, like, you know, camps and stuff and volunteered and all that sort of stuff. So they rooted that in me at a very young age. But as I left college and separated myself from my parents and what I want to do for a living, it kind of tore our relationship apart pretty heavily. Yeah. And we didn't talk like for a year, which is crazy to not talk to someone after you've been talking to them for 16 of them.
Yeah,
so,
exactly.
But as we transitioned into YouTube, I lost it. You know, I went on, I was drinking a lot, kind of throwing my life away a little bit for fame.
Yeah.
Is basically what it was. You know, YouTube we were popping really, really hard and getting a lot of success in the golf area and
Totally.
And also monetarily. You know, once we created Good, it boosted my channel, boosted everyone's channel. I was making a crap ton of money and I kind of lost my whole purpose of why I'm here on this earth. When Grant kind of joined Good, he was a believer. And we talked very deeply about faith, and I was saying some really negative things about myself.
Yeah. Okay.
It was really hard to, like, when I like go back and think about the things that I was saying to myself. It was really, really bad negative self-talk.
Yeah.
And Grant kind of like stepped in and said, "Yo, why are you saying that about yourself? Like, you shouldn't be saying that stuff out loud." And I was like, "Well, what do you mean?"
Yeah.
Nobody really said anything about it.
Got it.
Or confronted me and asked me questions.
Yeah.
So when Grant finally did it, I was like, wow. Why are you asking? And so we talked on a 30-minute drive to the gas station because that was the closest one.
Yeah.
He just talked to me about your faith, like what's going on with your faith, how's your relationship with Jesus, you know, all these sorts of questions. And it really opened up my mind. And later that night, I decided to fully 100% give my life to Christ and say, you know, I need a change. I need to start doing some things differently. And ever since then, I've found a bigger purpose in what I'm doing.
Dude,
and
that's so cool.
it's a relationship with Christ, knowing that He's going to guide my life in the way that He wants.
Yeah.
And I just need to be obedient, listen to Him. And ever since doing that, 3 hole-in-ones. Good is literally at the highest peak that it's ever been. It's all because of Him. It's all because I decided to take that leap.
Yeah.
And make Him the head of my heart and the head of what I do.
Yeah.
And ever since then, it's just been amazing.
That's awesome. That is so cool. And in a group of people that are not all believers, how is it like interacting in such a business type way? It's not just 5 friends hanging out. You have a business together, you make decisions. How does being a Christ follower impact that?
It can be tough. It can be very difficult. At the end of the day, Christ asked me to do a lot of things, and he asked me to be very obedient and strict to his word and strict to his teachings. Yeah. And unfortunately, sometimes that means don't sit there and try and convert everybody. Yeah. And I did do that for a while. I was very much into like, all right, we all got to be Christians in order for this to work. Yeah. It definitely would help if we were all on the same page, but at the end of the day, it's a slow process for everybody. And I needed to step back and understand that it's not about me getting the spotlight here and making sure, okay, I got Steve. All right, I got Garrett. All right, I got Bubby. I did it. No. And I think Christ was kind of looking at it like, all right, Matt, you kind of want some of the glory for yourself. But if you just step back a little bit, see the bigger picture, the 30,000 view angle, and you can understand that I will navigate this, and I will navigate these relationships that they need to have with me. You just continue to be a positive light. You continue to set a great example. That's the biggest thing that I can do in Good is just try my best to set a great example, and eventually maybe one of them will come and say, hey, Matt, I got some questions about this. If they don't, they don't, but if I just continue to show love, eventually they'll ask questions.
That is so cool. I love to hear that, and that's what I'm trying to do with fishing as well. It's trying to be as relational as possible. And in a world that I think fishing and golf are similar, a lot of people, you're in creation, you're in the outdoors, and it's beautiful. But oftentimes people forget who made the outdoors and forget that God wants a relationship with them. And so that's what my goal is as well. But I'm proud of you.
Yeah, I appreciate that, man. Thanks for having me on.
It's cool to have a newfound friendship like this, and hope y'all enjoyed this episode. I know it was up and down. There was trash talk. There was golf balls being hit at each other. Matter of fact, we actually haven't filmed that part yet.
I can't wait.
You will see that before. What a pleasure it was. Thanks for coming.
Thank you so much for having me,
man. Of course,
I really
man.
appreciate it.
If you all want to watch the last episode of 200 Ponds, it'll be right over my face. And if you want to subscribe to the Good YouTube channel, check it out. It'll be over here on his face. My name's Tyler. As always, it's a dang pleasure, and we'll see y'all next time right here.
Peace.
On TRF.